Greetings from Honningsvåg. Such a beautiful day, right? Well, today we are driving from the top of the world all the way to the Lofoten archipelago. It is going to be a long drive. I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV. Yeah. I am still amazed by the surreal landscapes of this part of the world. It looks like today we are going to spend all day on the road, but if the weather holds up, it is going to be a stunning drive. Crossing once again the 7-kilometer-long North Cape Tunnel. All these tunnels have automatic gates that close in the winter to prevent freezing. Once again, we see reindeer all over the place as we are retracing our steps on this northernmost part of the trip. Later today, we'll hit a fork on the road at Fjord and start heading west towards the Atlantic. This looks like a nice place to take a break. Let's walk towards the beach. Yeah, even though it is technically not the Arctic Ocean, I feel compelled to walk to the water and at least touch it. It's incredible how many RVs you see in this area. Well, let me tell you, I was really tempted to join the Polar Bear Club and jump into this beach, but it's really kind of rocky and it's kind of chilly outside. And I'm just gonna touch the water, which is probably freezing cold, but I have to at least touch the water of the Arctic. I mean, this isn't technically a fjord, but it is the Arctic. The north is kind of that way, so it is the Arctic Ocean. So, as if somehow touching it makes it more real. Yeah, that water is like coming out of a freezer, basically. Woo! The saltiness is about the same as the Atlantic, I would say, which we are very close to the Atlantic. Alright, let's go back to the RV. We're gonna go to this town called Alta, and then from there continue south towards the Lofoten archipelago, which we probably won't get to today, that'll be tomorrow. Well, yes, technically it is the Pisander Feud, which leads to the Barents Sea, but eventually it leads to the Arctic, right? So it is the same water. And these two ladies here, they are cooking on the pavement, right behind their camper van. Cool, let's continue. Here we are, once again, by the very narrow entrance to the Skarvberg Tunnel. Pretty cool looking tunnel inside, if a little narrow for my taste. Kind of nerve-wracking getting out through that narrow entrance, especially since you don't really know what's coming. This is where we stopped on the way north. We must be getting close to that fork on the road. And the nice weather was unfortunately short-lived. It is starting to get cloudy again.
here we are, the fork on the road. We're going to make a right and go inland. Here by the town of Skadi, we turn left towards Alta. Let's stop by these rapids here and fly the drone. Okay, it wasn't as dramatic as I thought it would be. Let's continue. If anything, it is a fun, stunning drive. And here we are, our first glimpse of the Atlantic. It is the Alta Fjord, as we approach the small town of Lofoten. Alright, let's take a quick break. It must be low tide.
And there's the outhouse. Alta. 2 kilometers.
You're gonna think that we have like a supermarket fetish, but I think it is just that we've been disorganized from the start and never make a list of what we really need. But anyways, here we are at the supermarket in Alta. Cool, they have digital price tags. As we approach the village of Burford, we decide to overnight at this free parking area I found using the motorhome parkings app.
I think that's where we're staying.
Well, I think we're gonna stay here.
I have no idea where they are, but they're pretty good.
It turns out lefse is a very traditional Norwegian flatbread. Well, this was the view of our front window all night. Not bad for a free boondocking spot, huh? Well, eventually we had to use our blackout curtains because we are still above the Arctic Circle, so it never got dark last night.
Good morning from Burford here in Norway. This is where we boondocked last night. Free spot we found through our app. Look at a pretty nice view. Let's continue the journey towards Lofoten.
I think this is where you empty the chemical toilet. Today, once again, it is going to be driving pretty much all day. I kind of underestimated the distances. It is going to be a stunning drive though, but a very long one at that. Sometimes you just have to stop on the side of the road. And stop again and again.
What can I say? Everywhere you look is a beautiful landscape, like this one. Oh, the RV is dirty.
We continue gaining elevation. Let's stop again. I think this is going to be the money shot.
Well, what can I say? It keeps getting better and better out here.
There's a boat down there harvesting something, and I had heard that Norway was pretty, but this is not even fair. Even on this cloudy day, the vistas are absolutely stunning. Actually, now that I think of it, it is possible the bad weather is somehow enhancing the experience. I am so glad Petteri convinced me to come and, as he suggested, visit Lofoten. And we'll make it there, eventually. But in this case, I think the journey is as exciting as the destination. We keep stopping everywhere.
Yes, every time you look, there's something beautiful. Let's take one last shot here at this other viewpoint. Look at those mountains across the fjord. And this one, well, this one is really impressive here. Well, let's hit the road. of you. Yes, by all means, cross the street. Yes. You too? Oh, you're shy.
Let's take a break here at the Circle K, buy some coffee.
Let's see if they have coffee in here. Yeah, very picturesque. Yeah, they have simply great coffee. Pretty cool automated machine here. Yeah, this is a pretty cool spot. Red light, stop here. Well, we opened the can of something called brown stew. Looks pretty good. We'll see. Bon appetit. Oh, and Norwegian potato chips.
And while we ate, the weather has improved pretty dramatically. Pretty striking, huh? Well, it is time to continue on the road again. let's take yet another break and check out all these American cars here to the right. It must be some kind of group of enthusiasts. It is very rare to see American muscle cars in these parts.
Cool. Have
Some more coffee and let's continue. Do I detect a faint green color on the water? Well, the Lofoten Islands are famous for that color, kind of reminiscent of the Caribbean or some other tropical area, but all the way up here. This bridge joins the mainland with the Hinoya Island. And the sun has come out, and we even have a rainbow. There's hope, perhaps, for better weather.
One of the things that Lofoten is famous for is the color of the water. And that's the bridge we just crossed.
Well, let's continue. We are almost there.
Riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV. Yeah, I'm riding, I'm riding in my RV, wherever I want to be, 'cause I'm free in my RV. Yeah.
This road here is called the Lofoten Mainland Connection, abbreviated as LOFAST, and it was officially opened in 2007, so it is relatively new, although many portions of it are much older. This here is the longest tunnel, the Sordal Tunnel, 6.3 kilometers long. Well, I think we've found our accommodations for tonight. I don't know about you, but I'm tired of driving. We'll explore Lofoten on the next episode. But before we go to sleep, let me show you where we really are.